The first thing I do when my partner grabs me, my chin sinks down. When my chin sinks down, I'm gonna make a base, right? So if my base or my legs were here, I'm gonna do this. Slightly open my legs. I don't wanna open them too much, but not open them far enough. I need my hips to drop below my opponent's hips, okay? At the same time, I wanna tuck my chin in, okay? As I tuck my chin, I start to grab the wrist and the crook of the arm. You guys know what the crook of the arm is? The outside of the elbow, okay? And I'm gonna turn into the way the choke looks, okay? The choke is coming from. So the choke comes in, I drop here. And I wanna turn my shoulder here. I don't wanna end up in a choke be right here if I can avoid it. So I grab and I turn into the choke, okay? That way if he still puts pressure on the choke, I can hang on. From here, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna scoop with my butt, making a J motion, straightening my legs out as I lean forward. So I scoop and I lift. Now I'm holding mat with my legs, not with my arms, okay? So I'm here. Now from here, I'm gonna take, since his arm is coming through this way, I'm gonna continue that flow, take my right shoulder to my left foot. Hanging onto my partner's arm. From here, we have a couple options, as you guys know. One, we can just sit here and control him. If I did that, I take my shin, bring it across the body, like we were working on belly the other day, as I pull up on the arm and control him. Okay, so this, just standing here is not gonna work. We go here. Or, we go around the head, here. Why around the head and not over? Right? In a training environment, you don't want to go over because you want to make the mistake, lose your balance, and step on the guy's face. Out on the street, if you know, your heel hits his nose, oh well. Okay? Right now, I'm going to go around here. Then I drop. When I drop my hand, that free hand's going to go to the ground as I hug the arm. Now I pinch super tight, keep the thumb to the sky. I grab the hand like a baseball bat or a samurai sword, hip up, let me get my partner to tap. So again, he grabs, he goes to grab, here, boom, right away, tuck my chin, straighten the legs out, shoulder to foot, hang on to the arm, okay? Now let's say a different scenario, different situation. I go knee on belly. Now I have options here. We talked about this before, okay? Talked about this on Monday. From here, maybe I put my hands in his face. He has options, right? He can turn away, turns away. We work this flow. I'm here, he turns towards me, okay? So when he turns towards me, same thing here, all right? So I bring the leg down here, the leg down, and I just melt in here. Sometimes they turn really, really fast, and we have to switch directions. So I was here, he starts to turn, and I go, whoa, hop off to the other side. Now I'm here again, okay? And this, I ask you some options again. Maybe I'm hitting him, he turns back towards me, and we're back in the mount. Good position to control. Okay? Everybody cool with that? So we're gonna throw one, boom! Arm lock one. Throw two, knee on belly, partner on the bottom, give some energy. Either roll away or roll towards. They roll towards too quick, you just switch knees, end up on knee on belly on the opposite side. And remember, it's not so much knee on belly as it is. One more time, please. This is for mounting. The knee going towards the shoulder is for control. Right, I keep this shoulder down. So if you turn towards me, with my foot down, I keep the shoulder down, and I can do what I need to do. If my knee was here, like I'm gonna mount, he turns into me, nothing's gonna stop him from turning in. Does that make sense? So I wanna be here. I'm gonna shoot, not here, but here, across his chest. Right? Boom, boom, boom. You got his option. Rolls away, rolls towards. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go. So now I'm stuck in this position. You see my legs? This is the right way to have half guard. If you're not doing like attacking from the half guard, sweeps from the half, like my objective here on the bottom is either to escape the bottom position altogether or get back to the full guard, okay? So now I got stuck here, right? So now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna reverse the position. Okay, so I got stuck, I can't get my leg back in, I reverse. I take the leg that's in the middle, I cover, then I pull this one out. Now, why do I cover here? Right, so I still have control so he doesn't just hop over me. He doesn't just escape on a whim, okay? Now from here, I'm gonna scoop my hips away with a hard shrimp. And now I insert my foot. When I insert my foot, I put the top of my foot, the instep, right underneath his thigh, okay? Now from here, I kind of keep the wizard, and now he's gonna have to make some decisions on what he wants to do, okay? So from here, I'm gonna grab the belt, If he doesn't have a belt, I'm gonna start reaching and try to find his pants. If he doesn't have pants on, it's a different kind of party, man. All right, so make sure we grab something nice and solid, not just the gi, because the gi's gonna open up, all right? So I grab the belt, okay? So we've done this before, now we're gonna see how we get here. So now, from here, I grab the knee, okay? Try to get my hand as close. I don't wanna grab the bottom of the leg because the leg kind of folds. I wanna find the knee. Grab a good tight gorilla grip on the knee. From there, I take the foot that's on his body and I kind of use it to pull him on top of me. From there, the foot goes on the ground and I'm gonna do a lift. I lift with the leg, this foot here also. So I'm gonna pull him on top of me, lift, and instead of dropping him all the way to my guard, maybe things are getting crazy, he was moving around, and I drop to the butterfly guard position. Okay, so now I'm in here, okay? Now he has to make some tactical decisions, right? He's like, man, I could pass, I could do this, but the guy has an overhook grabbing the belt on this side. Which side should he pass to if he's smart? He's gonna pass this side that's open, right? I have no control here. To pass, he does what? He has to push the knee down, and he starts kind of working his way around. When I notice he pushes the knee down, I grab his hand, okay? I grab the wrist, I grab the material, I grab, okay? From there, I'm gonna, again, pull him on top of me, and I'm gonna do a shoulder. Okay, I'm gonna get on my shoulder, look the way I wanna go. My energy needs to be at this 45. It's not sideways. If I go sideways, it's gonna go right to his foot, okay? Too much over top, and the strong wrestler's gonna bend his leg and he's gonna pass your guard. Gotta kinda keep it at a 45. So I pull the belt, lift, and at a 45, look where I wanna go. My toes on the ground are activated. You see how I'm kinda holding that here? If you can't do it back, you can't do it slow, you can't do it, right? So I stuff the arm, pull, lift, and now not fall. I pull his arm, pull his belt, and we melt right to the mount position. Good mount position when you initially get it. He's like a fish that's just been caught. So maybe I want to cross my feet or really hike my hips up to control him. And when I hike my hips up, I want to be floating on him. No knees on the ground. I'm just kind of chilling like this, right? So I don't want my knees on the ground here just yet because I give him room to move. Here. Everything's on him. All my weight's on him. Okay? One more time. So it's kind of like two moves we've done before, putting them together.
From the mouth?
No, it's just from this position. So I was here, I'm trying to get my beautiful half guard in. He's super tight, I messed up, left my arm out. So I switch, hanging onto the belt, grab the knee. Now I have to shrimp my hip out to make room for my foot to go in. Once my foot gets in the pocket, I have to pull him on top of me. So I pull him on, foot goes on the floor. I'm gonna do a lift, and then a drop right to the butterfly guard position, make sure I sit up. Now he has to be here, right? Now he's gonna be like, man, I gotta pass the guard or whatever, right? When he starts to push down, catch, and I'm gonna stuff his arm. Stuff the arm, pull him on top. My foot's activated on the ground, and then we sweep, pull everything up, go to the mount, and then I'm floating on top. However I wanna float. Cross your feet, it's fine, just make sure your hands are free. Your knees off the ground. Everybody see it?
Yes, sir.
Questions? 1, 2, 1, 2. We talked about how to get here already once. So maybe the guy has a really good base that when I take him over, he has to put his leg out. Now, when I sweep him, I have to sweep him at the 45 over my head, not sideways, okay? So let's say, for instance, if I did it wrong and I just try to take him sideways, he puts his leg out. You see how far his leg is away from me? It's gonna be very hard for me to do the continuation or, you know, the counter to the counter, all right? So when I do this, I have to make sure he's going over my head. So his base has to go over here, not over there, okay? When I stuff, I pull. Oh yeah, see how hard I pull, man? He almost swept. Now look how close his leg is. If he wants to save himself, his foot has to be over, almost parallel with my shoulder. From there, I'm gonna shoot my arm in. Here, pull him down to me. Okay, keeping my foot in. All I'm doing is hooking his leg, pulling him down. This foot goes on the ground. Now like a spring, I pulled him down. Now I'm gonna extend my leg, stay connected and follow. And now we're here. So again. So I go for the sweep, he catches himself, boom. We go under, pull, this foot goes on the floor. Now I'm using this to give me energy to go the opposite way, right? So now I push, and I go the opposite way. Just turn, turn. Now here, a lot of little sneakiness starts to happen here, okay? Sometimes as soon as you get to the position, the guys kind of cross their legs, again, trapping the arm, trying to keep you stuck in this position. If they're really mean, they'll take this hand and push the head in between the legs. I got a triangle. Okay, before you know you're gonna be tapping. Okay? So here, when that leg is crossed, Pause, please. And now when I'm stuck, it's like bending my arm, okay? Sometimes making the arm straight doesn't help. And you always want to be mindful of making your arm straight in jiu-jitsu, right? Arm locks come out of there anywhere. If I keep my arm bent, and I'm gonna take my top knee, or the knee that's closest to his body, put the shin on top of him, keep his hip still so I can pull my arm out, okay? It's like this, keep my arm, tight please. Here, trying to pull, not going. I put the shin, keep his hip still, and then the arm comes right out, right? But do not hang out like this, like it's not wrestling, not WWF style. Don't hang out like this. Guys want to push the head, even if you don't know what he's doing. Push your head in between and gets a good tight squeeze, put you to sleep. Right, we're not hanging out like that, right? So as soon as we get here, just get on, pull the arm out. And then we have good side control. So now all we're doing is on the sweep, go about 75% on sweep, so your partner has to give him time to put his foot down. You go under, pull to you, and then you extend the opposite way. So it's like a 45. He was over here, I pull him down, he bounces, and then I send him the opposite direction. Follow him, don't throw them. Follow him to the top and make sure you escape your arm and you end up in side control. Questions? All right guys, on two. Now we get that double basing effect. The guy has a good base, so he bases to one side to defeat one side. We go back the other way, and he bases with his other leg on that side, okay? We got a little trick for him to complete the same technique. All right, so I'm gonna do it this way so you guys can see. So I'm doing this a little backward. So I have my grips the way I want them. I go to see him, he puts his leg out straight and stuff. I pull him in. Now I go take him this way, he saves himself this way. So I'm gonna start extending, bam, that leg comes down and saves himself. Now this leg that's on the floor goes under, like right underneath his foot. Now my objective here is to pull his heel to his butt, not just extend. Right? This is like X guard, but it's reverse. It's the wrong way, right? So I'm here, I pull this off the ground, see I have control here, and then I sit up. And now I'm in here. See, I never like flip him or lose a connection. Now I'm in here. Now I'm thinking like, okay, I should probably take this leg out first before I take this leg out. Okay? I shouldn't do it in reverse. If I did it in reverse and I took this leg out, easy for it to come back to a half guard. Okay? So I was here. I take this leg out, drop my knee next to the hip, and then this leg trails over and I'm in a good side control. Like I told you guys, man, if you get the side control, you control them before you mount them. Don't just always think like, man, go to the mount because that's the best position, right? One of the best positions. Go to side control, kind of hold the fish a little bit, and then you go to mount when he gets a little bit tired. Jumping right away to the mount is always going to leave it a little bit of space. You got to escape, half guards, all these different types of things going on, right? So make sure you control them first. Again. I go one way, he saves himself, I pull, he saves himself, I reach under and I go right, my instep on his instep. Now the action is me pulling my knee up, not pushing, kicking him. I just have this connection, I pull. There, I killed his little base, and now I continue to sit up, extend the legs, and now I'm here. Drop the knee, and we come out. Positional control. Everybody see it? So you're just basing one way. When you send your partner the other way, don't go 100% or you're going to sweep them. Go like 75, but your partner could base again. Your foot comes in, instep to instep, and now I'm pulling. I want this action of his knee breaking here, okay? I want the break in the leg, all right? And then we just extend the legs again in our curl position. So I'll be here, and then I sit up with my hips and go after the guy. So don't do this and then extend your legs and then base out again. Pull, sit up, and we finish the sweep. Make sure your leg comes out, knee next to his hip, so you don't go into the half guard. Everybody got it? 1, 2, 1, 2. Last one before we roll.